Alright guys, welcome back to another Pokemon TCG video on my channel. So today we're gonna take a look at the Meowscarada Magnezone deck, and in fact this deck was actually the tournament winning deck on the last tournament which I hosted on my Discord server. So essentially, naturally, it's gonna be a good deck, right? It comes to no surprise that currently a lot of people are actually playing this similar setup in Master Ball rank, and it is actually performing extremely well. And I think I've seen one player on my Discord who has actually had a very high percentage, above 68. I think he was almost 70% win rate just using this deck, which is actually very crazy. So we're playing here the old Magnezone as well. Magnezone has the Volt Charge ability, which basically allows him to charge up with electric energy, which basically enables us to play a pure leaf energy deck, right? Magnezone is essentially one of those cards which leads up to Magnezone, and Magnezone is going to be one of our more dangerous attackers with Thunder Blast doing 110 damage, right? Meowscarada is going to be the anti-EX Pokemon. We are running a very tough to beat setup here. Now, the only kind of decks where we probably will be having a tough time is non-EX Pokemon like Skarmory. But anyways, let's jump into a few fights and let's actually see what this deck is capable of. I mean, it's won a tournament, but yeah, nevertheless, we want to see if it is even now still good, right? So we're running on random matches since we do not want to lose our rank in Master Ball. I quickly changed up the view for you guys. There is first opponent, level 42. Let's see what he has to offer. An ideal starting hand would be something like Sprigato and then Magnemite on the bench. But yeah, let's see where this is going. We're going first, okay. We do have Magnemite there. Sabrina as well. Pokeball, alright. Pretty tough setup, I guess. Yeah, not too sure about that setup. All right, okay. Our turn first. Let's see, unknown. All right, first time I'm seeing actually an unknown being played. It has the ability to choose either one player and then just look at the top card of the deck for that turn, right? So essentially, it's going to be one of those Pokemon which does require some usability. I don't know. At the moment, I don't really see much of a use playing such a Pokemon since it doesn't really do much apart from letting you know what card is next, I guess. But yeah, let's see where this one is going. Mythical Slab. All right. This is the ability, just in case you're wondering. So, let's see. All right, he took a look at our deck as well, and he's going to attack one round with unknown. All right, 20 damage. Our turn. Floragato. Okay, we can actually evolve now. I guess we're not going to... I don't know. Shall we do that this turn? I mean, yeah, why not? Since we have Magnemite in the first spot anyways, we do not have Magnezone as of yet. Maybe we're lucky enough to draw him next turn and we can evolve our Magnemite and actually survive one more round. And I actually noticed that lately there is nobody really playing Alakazam decks. And I'm actually wondering, I've actually been planning on building a usable Alakazam deck again, since that was one of those Pokemon which in the early days of Pokemon TCG Pocket actually enabled a lot of crazy wins, since it was like a counter to pretty much every deck. So we have two Magnezones there now and another Pokeball. This is very nice. All right, we can evolve now. And ideally, we will find the second Magnemite with the Pokeball. We do have Cyrus on our hand now as well. That's very nice. Pokeball there. Magnemite number 2. Very nice. Drop that to the field. Energy on Florigato. Magnezone is on the field. A Volt Charge. And let's go. Now, the only way he's going to beat our Magnezone is if he has Alakazam on this turn now. If he doesn't, then it's good, because we have Magnezone in the back, and then turn after that, we could actually beat his unknown. Let's see where this one is going. All right, Mythical Slab again. Oh yeah, received a notification for daily pack. Sorry about that. Professor's Research, draw into cards again. Oh, by the way, I realized you guys are not able to see the points and the opponent's hand on top. I actually moved my setup a bit around. I'm going to adjust it for the next videos again, so bear with me on that one. Pardon. Actually forgot completely about that. So yeah, okay, he's dropping in. Okay, yeah, he has Alakazam. And it's the new one. Oh. It does 20 damage to each of the benched Pokemon if they have an energy attached to it. That is actually not a bad attack. Like, especially in the current meta where everyone is literally building up their Pokemon on the bench. That is actually pretty broken, to be honest. All right, Florigato onto the field. We do have Meowscarada now. We are not facing any X Pokemon, which is somewhat of a bummer because we're not going to get any more damage buffs from that move. But anyways, we're going to attack with Fighting Claws. We're going to do 60 damage. Give the energy to Magnezone. Attack with Fighting Claws. Boom, 60 damage. There it is. Next turn, we're probably going to drop Magnezone onto the field. We do have 2 electric energies attached to Magnezone already. By then, right? Next turn, we're going to generate 1 more. And then actually come out with Magnezone and start destroying his Pokemon. Now, the only way he's going to be able to win this is if he somehow manages to get rid of my Magnezone by then. Which I highly doubt he's going to be able to, since he's not going to be able to use Red. All right, Red is of no benefit for him since we're not running any X Pokemon. 2 cards. All right, second Meowscarada, and we do have Sabrina running another Wall Charge, getting ourselves again Electric Energy and Magnezone onto the field. All right, we're gonna draw back our Meowscarada now because if we do that, we can actually go ahead and attack. He does have 60 HP left. If he would run something like Giovanni, that would be a great alternative in that case. But anyways, attack, Magnezone, Thunder Blast, 110 damage. Alakazam is down. Very nice. First one down. He does have 1 more on the field. Obviously not the final stage evolution. Let's see if he actually manages to pull it off this turn. All right, he probably doesn't. He's using the ability of Unknown again. I kind of feel like that's a waste of time, actually, to be honest. I'm probably gonna test a similar deck just to see what it's if there is any benefit of playing that, really. But I don't really see much of a benefit anyways there. We're gonna draw back because if we attack with Magnezone now, we're not gonna be able to attack with him anymore since we're gonna lose our electric energy. We're gonna destroy his Unknown 1 with Meowscarada first. If he draws Alakazam now, he will be able to defeat my Meowscarada, but he will then not be able to defeat my Magnezone, which basically makes him lose the match. All right, he does have 3 more cards on the deck. In his deck, he uses Mars. There is nothing much he can do. He actually lost already. Might as well give up. You might as well, bro. You might as well just give up. Your Alakazam isn't going to do anything. Yes, you will be able to defeat my Meowscarada, but that's it. You're not going to be able to do nothing. And that's the OG Alakazam as well. That one is awesome. I'm actually still waiting for the day when they release an EX version of Alakazam. So, what is he going to do? Go on, mate. Oh, he conceded. Very nice. He's actually seen what's going to happen. So, yeah, I'll take that. 1-0. We won the first match with style. The opponent actually conceded, and there was literally nothing he could have done there. So unless he would have had something like Sabrina or Cyrus or Rocket Grunt, right? That would be maybe an option. But yeah, anyways, let's jump to the next match. Let's see if we have, if we do have luck again running against a good opponent. Level 42. Let's see where this one is going. All right. He's on Ultra Ball rank, I believe that was, right? All right, we have a perfect hand. We have a perfect hand. Magnemite, start battle. That is an awesome hand. All right, Professor Oak's research. Pokeball, Sprigatito. We're gonna drop him to the field. Another Pokeball. A second Magnemite out there, bro. We have the entire field already set up. We already have Magnezone on our hand as well. Florigato as well. That is looking very promising. Very, very promising. We're playing against Palkia. So he's going to be able to drop an attack with 30 damage turn 1. Which is going to be tough, because if we then attach energy to our active Sprigatito, it's not going to really do much for us, right? So we might as well go ahead and evolve to Florigato the next turn, and then attach energy to it straight away, and sacrifice our Sprigatito in the active spot. Because another option isn't really given at the moment, right? It would be a waste of energy to actually give it to our active Pokemon now. So let's see what the opponent's going to choose to do. Go on, attack. Do your pathetic attack. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. Pardon me. That was my mistake. Accidentally pressed on maps on BlueStacks. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. All right, so now we can actually evolve. Let's go with Magnezone first. Utilize the Volt Charge ability. Grab ourselves an electric energy. All right. Next, we're going to evolve our Florigato. Meowscarada has the ability to do extra damage, 70 damage on top to a EX Pokemon of the opponent. So we're good. We're very good, right? We're going to end our turn here, and we're going to sacrifice our Sprigatito. Next turn, we're going to drop our Florigato to the active position, since he's not going to be able to one-shot it anyways, right? Unless, obviously, he has... Oh, he's running X speed? Is he going to draw back now? Is he? Or is he not? Let's see what he's going to do. I mean, makes sense having Manaphy up in front. Okay, he's going for the energy attachment on Manaphy. Oh, he doesn't attack. All right, why did you play X speed then? I didn't get that one. That was kind of a waste, to be honest. I mean, I'm not complaining or anything. I'm just gonna take it. All right, we do have Magnezone. We're not gonna play it now. We're gonna evolve next turn. We're gonna do one more Volt Charge turn after, which gives us some leverage, and then we're gonna do an attack, 40 damage now. Attack in Palkia, 110. It's in one-shot range for our Magnezone. All right. He's probably going to draw him back now. Okay, Misty. One head. Just one. Just one. That's good. That's good enough. I can live with that. Oh, he does a retreat. He does a retreat and gets his Manaphy up to the front. Okay. And the second Palkia, another a crone version as well, the golden one. Nice, nice. Looking shiny. Looking very shiny. All right, our turn. We're gonna go with Volt Charge there. And now we're gonna attack. He's not gonna be able to do nothing the turn after, unless he has Misty. He's gonna lose. He is going to lose. He's not going to be able to survive this. We're doing 130 damage since we have the elemental advantage, which is great. Great. 1 point already. It doesn't really matter which Palkia is bringing up to the front, because we have red. And red gives us the 20 extra damage we need in order to one-shot his Palkia, since it is an EX Pokemon. All right, he has Wook Trio. EX also on the field. Probably going with the energy now on his active Palkia. He probably has Dawn or something like that up his sleeve, which would be good the turn after. However, he's not going to make it. GG, we won this. We won. Nice. So we're just going to attach and leave energy to him now. Utilize our red. Do 20 extra damage to your opponent's active EX Pokemon. GG. Opponent conceded. Take your L like a man. Oh, that was an awesome match. I mean, it comes to no surprise. A tournament winning deck like this is definitely something else. So this deck actually feels pretty good. Despite having 12 Pokemon cards, it's actually playing very, very smoothly, to be honest. And I can only recommend everyone giving this deck a shot. Maybe if you're struggling Master Ball rank, do try it out. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.